What's up, y'all? I am Ultra, and this is Minecrafting with Ultra. And I hope y'all's ready because we's about to get it. This is episode 39, which means we have spent 19 episodes so far working on this place. Not counting, I guess, the 2 we did over there. But next episode is episode 40 in the series, which I can't believe, first of all, that I've made it to 40 episodes. And that second of all, people are actually watching. So in celebration of all that, I really want to get this village finished off. That way I can get it ready for the world download. Most of what we've got to do today is going to be pretty repetitive. We're going to be doing lots and lots of trees. In fact, we're going to be putting trees everywhere. Stick around though, because I do have some pretty cool surprises in store and some fun builds we'll do along the way. I'm going to ease you guys into it though with just this one tree here. It's actually a pretty important tree. This tree is going to keep our villagers from using this little alleyway here to escape back towards the villager breeder. So I wanted to get that one done right away off the bat before jumping into, guess what? A bunch more trees. That's right. We put like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or so more up on this hillside here with some bush just to fill in this gap. There, I think that is looking better already over there. We've done one tree. We've done many trees. Let's do a big tree. I'm super happy with the way this tree turned out too. I love the way that it kind of hugs the house and wraps around the chimney a little bit there. Plus like all the branches and stuff, I don't know, it just came together super nice, I think. And the way that it overhangs the path here and kind of frames the barn out there looks so nice. Overall, however, I remain yet unsatisfied. I need more. And so more we made, starting first by completely blocking that incredible view that we just created with another apple tree over here by the barn, and then moving swiftly on to filling in the rest of that fence row with a couple smaller trees and topping it off with yet another apple tree. And it was about at this point in time when I kind of just couldn't stop. I believe my OCD had fully kicked in and I was just putting trees everywhere. One good thing that did come out of it though was I came up with a kind of a new tree design for these like baby oak trees is how I'm thinking of it. They're just like the bigger oak trees that I've been making, but smaller. So baby oak trees. I think that looks really nice too. It shows like a bit of progression of time, you know, as the trees are growing. You got the bigger ones, you got smaller ones. Also, I think we're pretty well done with this field here. Time to finish this tree line up around this way, and then we'll be able to start working our way back towards town here. Taking the idea of the baby tree and expanding upon it, but in the other direction, what I came up with here was grandpa tree. And this thing actually turned out pretty freaking amazingly, if I do say so myself. I wanted to have a big old tree right here next to the windmill, just to help with the sight lines. Then I came along this hillside here and just used a couple of the smaller tree designs that I have to help blend that in. Because the fields that I have around where I live, it seems like they all have like big old tree lines that they use as borders. And I'm pretty sure it actually serves a purpose. It actually blocks out the wind and shields the crops from the weather and things like that. So rather than just building like a big cobblestone wall or just piling bushes up everywhere around it like you always see everybody do, I wanted to kind of try and emulate that feeling of using the trees to block out the weather. Except once I got down here kind of closer to the water's edge, I decided that a full-on brick wall would probably do the job a bit better. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at the vibe that adds to the build. Grandpa tree up here looking absolutely majestic. Now we can start working our way back towards town by making this road here look even cooler. So I went along either side of the path here and put these trees in, and I wanted these ones to look a bit more manicured and a bit more intentional, like maybe they had planted them there and put them there and they keep them trimmed up just to keep the path looking nice. Right about now is when I was getting pretty tired of building trees, but luckily I managed to squeeze out a couple more. We put one more oak tree here adjacent to the big one that's behind the inn, and a couple smaller ones with the brighter azalea leaves just for a pop of color. And with all that being said, folks, I think I gotta say, I am over it. However, check out that view though. Look at that, I love that. Look at my trailer now, look how far we've come. Watch this, you ready? The barn, the windmill, I love it. I think this frames the farmland up absolutely perfectly. Look at it going back that way. Oh, it's like a little tunnel of trees. Oh my goodness. This makes me super happy. However, like I said, I'm tired of building trees, so we're gonna do something a little bit different for a little while. There's a couple things I want to take care of, and the first thing is I feel like right here we could make a super cool little archway, something simple out of wood, but just to symbolize that like you're entering the farmland. So what we want to do is pick a spot that kind of frames this up nicely, and I'm thinking if we put a log here. And then maybe we put the other one here. Something like that. Now we can kind of mix and match, mess this up a little bit here. Do some of this action, some of these guys, bink, bink. We'll bink, bink, and then we'll bink, 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 bink. Then what I think we'll do is we'll take our stairs and we'll put one there. And just go ahead and go up top, Chad, real quick. So stair here, and then we're gonna say, look, trapdoor, and then we're gonna say slab over here. And then why don't we break that? And we can do another slab, our trapdoor, and our stair. Except for we'll make it go this way. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, and then we can even say trapdoor, trapdoor. And then that gives us a little bit of an archway kind of over there. I don't even maybe put a couple in here and there. There, that's kind of cool. Something simple, but I think I like that. Why don't we put in maybe some barrels down here, just as a little extra detail. And there we go, that's pretty cool. See, ta-da! Next up, we need a well. I think this here will be our spot, next to our little tool shed up here by the barn. When I was walking around figuring out where I was gonna put trees all over this farm, it was when I realized that I hadn't actually built any wells here, and it was kind of surprising to me. It didn't really make much sense to have all this farmland with no way to get water for your crops or for your animals. So we built a well to take care of that. And there we are, we have ourselves a cute little well up here. How about that? Or should I say, well, well, well. We went from 0 to 3. I thought it would make sense to build one down here by this field, and then we've got another one that's over by that field yonder ways. And then to top that one off, we have the original one that we did up top. Hey, little fella, you hanging out at the trailer park, buddy? You like hanging out here? You want me to build you a trailer? I reckon we can build you a trailer. Now's a good time for that anyway, because we're done with the farmlands, but that brings us to a crossroads. And I'm not even trying to be metaphorical. We're actually at a crossroads here. And I think there's some pretty cool opportunities to have some fun with this intersection and do some pretty cool builds here. Yes, some of that involves more trees, but let's try and have some fun with it and maybe do it a little bit different than we've done it for the rest of the episode in the form of a time lapse. And that, my friends, takes care of that. At least it better, because I tell you what, I am daggum sick of building trees. Come with me though, and I'll introduce you to a couple fellers. First of all, our little trailer park boy here is all grown up. We got Teddy, Big Teddy. He has unfortunately barricaded himself inside of Fnorty's wagon, despite the fact that if you come over here, kind of by my trailer, if you look, somebody has busted through the fence here, and they've parked their own little wagon back here. This was supposed to be Teddy's wagon back here, but he's decided he likes Fnorty's better. I don't know if it's the llamas or what. Which also reminds me, I did unfortunately have to turn these guys off. They're making too many babies and we have a bit of a problem. I'll show you in a second. But we got Zevi and Saffron here and they're a little overzealous with the breeding. I put these leaves here and it covers these beds enough that I think they quit making babies. If we go down this way, you'll find that many of them have decided to take up residence here in Travis's house. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what the allure is, but they all come this way for some reason. The ones who don't end up in there come down here, and many of them get stuck here. Another popular place to go, apparently, is Sky's place here. If we come on inside here, behold. Look, there's even a bee. I don't even know how that got in here. But yeah, got a couple more guys in here. I did name a guy Bob, but I'm not sure where Bob went. Bob has made his way somewhere. So there was a couple things that I wanted to kind of cover. Don't worry, we'll do like a whole tour of the village and everything next episode. Next episode is episode 40 and we're gonna do a big world tour. But for now, I'll show you a couple things, and one of them is here at this intersection. This is where we last spoke before the time lapse, and I've made an executive decision regarding the village. At some point in time here, we decided to name the quarry here after the quarry of the infamous video game, The Quarry. So we called this Hackett's Quarry. And I think at the time it was established that that was going to be the name for the village. However, I'm taking it back. I'm fine with the quarry being Hackett's Quarry. In fact, the quarry is going to remain, of course it rains. The quarry is going to remain Hackett's Quarry, but I think the village is just too pretty to be a Hackett's Quarry. One thing I love, and hear me out, one thing I love is the apple trees. I think that kind of makes this village kind of unique compared to a lot of other ones that you see. And I think it would be cool to, like I said, we'll keep the quarry as Hackett's Quarry, but I think I would like to rename the village something to do with apples. I was thinking like Honeycrisp or Macintosh or even like Apple Blossom. I don't know, something pretty for the town. I think would be a bit more fitting, and then I can put it on the sign here, the name of the town. We got Peabernard's Farm out that way. We've got Lighthouse Rock out that way, and then I could have the name of the town pointing that way. So give me some more town name suggestions, and together hopefully we can come up with a cooler name for this town. I think I'm going to leave you folks with that, though. Again, it has been far too long since I've gotten this episode out to you guys. Before I do, though, check this out. I went ahead and made another copy of this world using the exact same seed so that I could come to this location and show you guys how it started versus how it's going. Look at the progress that we made on this village. I couldn't be happier with it. I couldn't be more proud. I really hope you guys enjoy the build and the episodes and all that. Thank you so much for your support. I know I've said that time and time again, but I really do mean it. It makes me super happy that you guys have come along with me on this journey, and that hopefully at least some of you are enjoying yourselves. So with that being said, make sure you touch all my buttons before you leave. Make sure you hit the like one and the subscribey one so you can see the world tour next episode, and yeah, all that. So I will see you guys next time.